This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre- and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
On this week's episode, we're going to be discussing chuckleFuckers, fingers in the bum, and prosthetic arms.
Hands.
All right. Just glitched. Okay. Well, hello. Welcome back to this week's episode of All Right, Yeah podcast.
Nice.
Yes.
That was, hosted by
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
my brain is just glitching. I'm like, words. Yeah, that's what you do for a podcast.
well, we've got the quiet and subdued Amy on today. It's going to be. It's actually good because this is our third episode. In
She
a row
dressed
that we're-
plain, apparently.
Yeah, she dressed down. She
Yes,
dressed
I
down.
dressed
for the-
down. Blend in.
We usually on our third episode, we record our episodes in blocks, spoiler alert. And by our third, we're usually quite unhinged and need a bit of energy. So, I mean, we booked you in last, was obviously the
mania is
visually you're very
palpable.
stimulating.
Okay.
Is this a pickle on your ear?
It is. It's pickles with sunglasses.
Makes
She was
sense.
wearing that at the
Yes, she
Comedy
was.
Fest as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing
I'm
for you.
really
Did you have a good night?
appreciate- I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually overstimulated socially, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
in the end. Did you?
But like, yeah,
Did you
yeah,
go crash?
had a
Did you,
great
were
time.
you on stage?
Yes, yeah. I was on the Saturday for Anna Clifford's Comedy for Witches.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
great
yeah,
crack,
nice
yeah.
one.
I hadn't gigged in a few weeks though, so I was a bit like nervous because I was
But,
like, I'm
like,
gonna be rusty.
A few weeks, though. I mean, surely that's normal for a comedian.
Yeah, no, it was grand. I just, getting in your own
And
head.
also with the tism and everything like that, the undiagnosed tism. How do the nerves, do you think the nerves launch you into something better? Do you think that you're grateful for the fact that there's a little bit of
Yes.
butterflyness?
I think so because it reminds me that I still care about it.
That's
like,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did have to go into Stephen's Green and meditate and do some journaling before I entered the festival. That was mostly for the social side of things, though.
None of those things shock me.
like
And then-
frantic journaling.
and if you
It's not even a journal, it's just you holding a book. Like,
And if you'd said naked yoga and Stephen's Green, I'd be like, yeah, sounds about right.
Honestly,
have
I
you
would've
done
liked
naked
that.
yoga?
No, I haven't. Where do you do naked yoga?
I'm sure you just do it
not
on your own.
outdoors. That's
In
illegal.
Stephen's Green.
Stephen's
I'd
Green.
say get
No.
something weird in your fanny.
What's
if
the
you did it in
weirdest? What is the
Stephen's Green.
weirdest thing you've ever done? Mental healthy thing you've ever done? The
Oh,
weirdest.
weirdest mental health thing. Oh, I don't know if it's weird, but I took a load of mushrooms and went up a mountain in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Did you do the
Okay.
ayahuasca thing?
No, I didn't. I'd love to though. I didn't make it down far
Fucking-
enough to
I
do
can't
that.
even
likely
begin
candidate.
to think
Yes,
of you on
yeah,
ayahuasca.
100%.
Like,
Fit the
terrifies
game.
me. You're too wired as it is. But actually, you told me the last time you saw me that you don't drink.
No.
So
no.
how long are you off the booze?
2 years and 7 months now.
Congratulations.
5
For
hours.
For people
3
who
minutes.
don't know who Amy is, she's a comedy genius. Where can they follow you?
Oh yeah.
Before we launch into seriousness.
Amy Walsh comedy on Instagram, and I think TikTok is still there, but I don't really post it
same.
there. it's there, but it doesn't really-
It's there, but it's embarrassing. The fly on the counter.
Oh,
so she has a
I
reel
I
of
think
her
I've
being a
watched
fly.
all of those. However many thousand views it's got, that was all me.
oh my God, the amount of people that came up to me at the festival and be like, I saw the fly video.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
said it too.
I wish I did something a bit more.
Did it do
like,
well?
Don't spoiler alert. Go watch it because fucking hell.
Did it do well?
Like
Yeah.
It did do
tears,
decent. Yeah. It did decent. Yeah.
tears rolling down my face and on repeat.
Okay, I want to talk to her
Okay,
about
go on.
sobriety.
Sorry, you're
You want to
sober.
talk about the
Boring.
flies?
No, you don't.
Now I'm genuinely like, what other videos can I do about insects? And I'm like,
know, yeah.
man, is this my niche now?
Caterpillar.
Yes, I was thinking about the coming out of
There
the
was a good
caterpillar.
one
Yeah.
of, I think Squids Vids did one of a butterfly, and it was like, oh, it's a beautiful butterfly. That's my dead nan coming to say hi. And it's like, oh, it's just a moth.
Yeah.
He killed it. It was really good. There's definitely something about, actually, eye bags that, the moth being the ugly, jealous cousin of the butterfly.
That's
we
her
could do it
real name.
together.
That would be
it together.
great. And we had a moth in the car the last day we were going up to the hurling final, and we
course
nicknamed
you
it Sesh Moth. It was my first hurling.
Sesh moth.
That sentence alone, you are like a caricature of yourself.
Yeah,
and I don't know
play
you that
it so well. I mean, I'm not sure if this is
but
a
I don't
skit.
even know
What's going on.
I don't even know her. And it's like we were on the way up to the hurling final. What was it? I don't even count what fucking All Ireland.
And you named
final.
moth.
And we had a sesh moth. Like that probably encapsulates it. That's probably your Tinder profile if you had one. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not on Tinder anymore.
know you're
Jeez,
not.
it couldn't
I
be.
know you're not.
We were at the not anymore. Bad for the mental health. Like now,
It is. It's horrendous. Yeah.
It's a game, though. It's a
yeah,
fucking
but
game.
Game with your heart.
Exactly. And I always know that I'm lonely when I'm down. Like, I know that's kind of the point of
I
trying
totally,
but you know,
yeah.
I know the voice in my head going, you're just doing it because you're lonely. And it's just like, oh yeah, well that's kind of the whole thing. But then then confidence gets knocked because I'm like, why are there only trolls like
Or
me?
you know
Fuck.
when I went off it for a year, say, and then I went back on it, and just to clarify, before I was married, I didn't ever go on Tinder when I was like, I'm digging myself into a hole.
Oh God, panic! God, I wasn't married.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
No, I have to come clean. No, I went back on it, and there was the same people on it that were on before, and then you rematch, and then you're like, hey, and then you
Hey,
and then there's the
remember
ghosting,
me?
and it's just horrendously. It's a grim wasteland.
And you know when you rematch with someone that you matched with already, but you didn't talk
But
to
you
them then,
didn't
and
talk,
you didn't
and you
talk
don't
to them
talk
this
to them
time.
now.
I'm dying for a shag. You're coming over.
it's bizarre.
Fucking cruel.
So, Tinder, you're not on Tinder anymore.
No,
and
I'm
you're not on alcohol anymore.
No, I'm not on the alcohol anymore either. No.
So what motivated you to stop?
Drinking.
Yeah.
I was too good at it. You know, when you're too good at something, like a soccer player, when they get to an age and they're like, I need to just stop while I'm ahead.
I don't want to make any. I don't want to make the youth
I'm going
embarrassed.
to retire. I'm going to retire early. I'm
Show
just
them-
too good.
I'll show everyone else up.
Exactly. You know, I started early, got out early. You know, started at 12.
You're young. How old are you now?
31.
Yeah,
yeah.
young.
She looks so fucking young, doesn't she?
Fair play for
Jealous.
being off. She's
Jealous.
25.
You look so young.
28.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes, yeah, your maths are awful.
What did you not say? 5 years?
2.5. 2 years and 7 months. And I said 5 hours. I think that's what threw you.
And
yeah.
he is counting. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus, I didn't give it up because I hated it.
I have an
like,
app
you
on
know
my
what I
phone
mean?
that tells me
yeah,
I'm
the sober
nearly. I'll be
thing.
2.5 years on the 17th. Sorry, what the fuck is wrong with my numbers?
12, 14, 19.
I'll be a year and a half.
3,000 years.
I'll be a
been
year
off
and a
it.
half on August 17th. And of course
Oh,
I
well
remember
done.
because I don't remember my last drink, but I remember my last kind of phase. And it was, for me, it was really not good. Now I have 2 kids, you know, so there was a huge responsibility there. That I had to stop, but I was really using alcohol to calm me down. Like I was, and it it naturally made me more crazy, you know, which I didn't need. But I definitely
Not in the
was
moment,
using
the
it.
aftermath. If you could keep on it.
Or both.
If I could, no, I mean, I was never a terrible drunk. I mean, Shane can probably disagree with that.
Was she? Oh, she was, yeah.
Was
I
I?
could only imagine.
I would have said that. I mean, Fergal would say I was just like me with the volume turned up. So that's bad in itself. Do you know what I mean?
I
You
would
don't
go.
need that.
I would go. The worst of my drinking days, I would go quiet. I
Yeah,
would be
that's
like a
bizarre.
calmer version of me.
Did you go
But a
into
little bit-
yourself in a bad way?
No, a little bit more likely to make fun, maybe not fun, but big decisions. But definitely, I could be, if someone like you was in the room, I'd bounce off that and bounce right off
Yes.
the balcony.
We have said this, that we're glad
Do you know what I
we
mean?
don't drink together anymore because we would be
dangerous,
breaking
but
you know.
also in the moment, I wouldn't be the loudest person in the room, and I'm an extrovert, I know that, but I would just go quiet, but I would be a liability.
Yes. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I'd be
yeah.
totally dancing by myself, not really getting it, in my own vibe. But if someone tapped into that, all hell would break.
I think
Yes.
for me,
You know?
it made my mind go faster when I wasn't drinking, and so the thoughts and naturally for an overthinker, I'm not an overthinker at all. But let's go back to the fact that you said I'm not a good drunk. I just had that in my head. No, I'm joking. But I overthought so much.
Joking my arse.
He'll be hearing about this. So was it your mental health suffering as well?
Yeah. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
It had gone. I used to love drinking a lot, and then it just became it wasn't fun anymore. The aftermath was the worst. The hangovers were physical and mental, and I'd be puking loads, and then also severe anxiety, and then just be like, oh God, what did I say? Was that weird?
I can't imagine you being anxious. Is that just a prerequisite for comedians now?
Yeah.
Just
Because-
anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
up their arses. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Like it's and then I black out a lot. So
Oh, right.
obviously that's not
That's dangerous.
It's dangerous,
Fear.
but
So
also the
feary.
fear.
Yeah.
And waking up random places, not knowing who the feck is beside
And
you.
would
Who's
you
that?
would you drink before you go on stage?
I'd have like maximum 2 pints.
Yeah, yeah,
most
yeah.
of the time.
That
One
sounds
time,
about right.
I think I had more, but that was like a surprise gig.
And
that
do you
happened.
do you really think that it helped or completely did not help at all?
It did help, 100%.
Yeah.
It made me, I think,
Looser.
sharper and like my mind
and looser.
sharper and
Yeah.
looser. Yeah,
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 yeah, I know
yeah.
exactly what you mean.
Just
Wow.
like more
kind of a
in
bit
myself.
of a bit of a counterintuitive effect.
Yes.
So that's what drink does.
So
Yeah.
2 years ago, just 2.5 years ago, when I started putting comedy out on Instagram, I was like, I'm going to work up to do a comedy show for myself, like a one-act scripted thing that I worked on with my friend Tara Nixon. And I was getting it was kind of telling the story of my life, but in a comedic way. And then Mum died. Sorry.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre- and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
That's the funniest thing ever happened. The man died.
Cancer, but no.
Sorry, the
It's
last
unhinged.
episode was fucking hardcore, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
no.
so serious.
So
Kept butting in with, like, shit
yeah,
jokes.
you were panicked. You were
Yeah,
panicked.
so
Sorry, so I was working on this. I was working on this comedy show, and I kept getting so anxious thinking about doing it. And I was like, I need to have I can have 3 drinks max before I go on, because I would get, and that actually built up a huge amount of performance anxiety for me. So then I was in work presenting, you know, in boring marketing land, and I would get really bad panic attacks. Like to the point where, like where I'd have to leave the office and stuff like that.
Jesus.
It was so bad. So I was so anxious about it. So then when I got sober, I was like, I don't know if I can ever perform again, because back then I was using alcohol, and now I don't know what I'm going to use. And blah,
Did you
blah,
feel
blah.
like you had to attach it to something?
I didn't know. And then when I was sober last November, I went away with work, and we went out for work drinks or whatever. And I obviously wasn't drinking, and we got to karaoke, and I was like, fuck this, I'm going to go on stage if no one cares. And because we actually went, I was in St. Pat's last year for like 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
Mental hospital. And they did karaoke. Did you just wink at me?
No, there was
One
hair
eye,
in my eye.
okay. Like, did I
St.
say something right? St. Pat's,
Me too.
And so-
I wasn't.
And so they would do hilariously karaoke 2 or 3 nights a week, and it was just like loads of mentlers.
Yeah.
We'd all be singing karaoke. It was
What was
amazing.
the top song that was sung?
I did Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Ah, yeah, that's a
nice
banger.
banger.
There was, but Riptide everyone liked, because like kind of everyone could join in.
Yeah, yeah.
But you didn't stand up. You kind of had the mic in the audience. It was great.
So you're
crack,
just
and there
sitting down singing?
Yeah, but there was it was in an amphitheater, and so it's all the things are up on
Jesus,
screen.
what does Pat's? I want to go to Pat's.
Oh, Pat's is salubrious.
One of my friends went, and I was
Yeah.
like, that actually sounds class.
It is.
It's like, we
Yeah.
did art, we did this. I was like, oh,
Art,
that's class.
clay, jewellery making, baking. I love it. And like, if you go and engage, it's fantastic institution. But we did, so I was away with work, and I did the karaoke, and I just got up on stage in a club, and I loved it. And I came home. That was a real point for me where, I don't need alcohol. I can have fun. Because up until then I was like, alcohol equals no fun, Laura. You can't have it. Then there was a kind of a grieving phase in the middle where I was like, I'm not going to ever have fun again, but that's okay. And then I went and did the karaoke, and I was like, fuck, that was so much fun, and I loved it. And then
So it's your window into and not being intrinsically attached to every single event.
yes,
Yeah.
to fun. Like
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
have
yeah.
fun without alcohol. It was a massive one for me. And then I did my first comedy stand-up thing in the Doggy Book Festival. Colin Regan and Shane Byrne was me and him, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck. But I went out, I was grand, didn't bother me at all. I just really enjoyed it. So it was weird the way alcohol made me think I needed it, you know?
Oh, well, it's like society, and growing up in Irish society, we think that we need alcohol to have fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember being on bringing it back to the apps, when I'd see that someone didn't drink when I drank. I was like, even if they were like the perfect person, I'd be like, oh,
so you're,
and now I'm
you're
like,
you're limiting yourself.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, isn't it?
And not wanting to do any activities if it didn't have alcohol involved.
Totally,
and
totally.
I don't think I would have given up the drink if I hadn't moved to Vancouver and like been away out of Irish like society.
I really do think you have to be out of your environment a little bit to actually notice.
I mean, for me, I need the time and pass for my head, but like coming back in, I mean, I still kind of struggle with social stuff sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's grand, sometimes it's not. Just depends.
100%.
I think if I'm kind of feeling a bit shit in myself, I'd love a glass of wine now. That's how I am. Like, I'm not going to go out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've been good with it, yeah?
It's been a journey.
But it has. I know. I hate saying it.
I know. Every time I'm like, it's been a journey, but it actually is a journey. Like, you know, and like, I'll be grand most of the time, and then just something will come up, and I'll be like, oh God, yeah, I forgot. This is still like a work in progress.
Absolutely,
and like still learning like who I am without drink, because I started drinking like at 12 and then 15.
What was that, kind of in the fields or just
in a graveyard?
From,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, pretty nice, you know.
Cultured.
Yeah, snuck out with my cousin, got drunk at a graveyard at
What did you drink?
13. Some random little alcohol that she had gotten in Estonia when she was there with an orchestra trip. It was like these little bottles.
Oh, that's very cultured.
And,
in a graveyard with orchestra.
What instrument did she play?
Violin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I thought you were going to say, I don't know. I just went there. I thought it was going to be a tuba or something. Or an oboe.
An
oboe. Clarinet.
I used to play in the orchestra as well with violin and double bass. So the big fella. Yeah, big nerd. Big music nerd. That's me.
So you had the weird rakia or whatever it was. And
the what?
Rakia, the whatever.
Oh, yes, the alcohol. Sorry.
Was it called Unicum? Is that thing in a round bottle? Was it black?
Oh, Jesus, no. It was some sort of...
Unicum. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Unicum. What it was. I just like... And I think then when I was like 15, I started going out like to underage discos and stuff and then drinking and then realised... Well, subconsciously, I think I realised it just like made my brain quieter. And also give me more confidence.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It shuts, it numbs me from the
snakes moving around. Yeah. And then I just had to learn to love the snakes instead, and rather than like trying to shut it up. And
so you do have anxiety then? You do
out my arse. But I
what did you say? Out your heart?
Out my arse. No,
out your arse.
She's grey sounds. She can't understand you, pet.
Out your heart, is it? Your heart?
Yeah, that's really poignant. Yeah.
Anxiety of my heart. Yeah.
Out your heart. That's beautiful.
That's actually lovely. We'll get that written down on a quote. No, arse.
No, it's an arse.
Calm down, guys. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can we segue into the like comedy writing and your journey? But like you went into this part of your life with the alcohol, like hand in hand.
Yes, yeah, and like,
do you think it would have happened after?
Would I have gone into comedy
still
sober?
Anyway?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Probably because it was something that was rolling around in my brain for a while. Well, actually, both was good. Giving up the drink and like I found a journal from 2017 before I started comedy and before I stopped drinking, and I was journaling about how I wanted to do I wanted to do comedy. And then I found this journal and been like, I think I need to have a look at my drinking, which was when I was, 23 or something.
Wow.
And I don't remember that. I don't remember, and I didn't give it up.
You were pissed at the time.
You were hammered.
I was definitely after having blacking out somewhere, making a tit of myself and being like, no, I think I should have a look at this, and being like, okay, well, it's on the page now.
It was written in crayons.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like, you know, with comedy you're in pubs a lot of the time, and then sometimes they pay you in beer and like drink tokens, and you know. So then some nights I wouldn't even be planning to drink, and then I'd get a drink token, and then and then sure you're spending more than you got the free thing, like, you know.
Yeah.
But it was actually so I didn't mean to give up drink forever when I did. Like I did Dry January, and then I was doing JFL Vancouver, so the Festival of Vancouver, and I knew that in the artists' lounge there was loads of free drink, and I was like, right, there's loads of people in those rooms that could give me jobs in the future, and I know myself, when there's free drink, I drink it like
to excess.
To excess, because I'm like, if I don't drink this, I'm losing money, even though it's free. So I was like, right, I won't drink for the festival. I didn't drink for the festival, which was in February, And then
That's huge.
Yeah, it was massive.
That's
Massive.
so big, yeah.
And then I had a house party for my birthday and didn't drink at that. I took some little mushrooms and a bit of weed or whatever. But I realised that I remember having to take loads of social breaks, and that's when it clicked with me. I was like, I'm using alcohol for social anxiety.
Wow, yeah, that's interesting.
Huge.
Social break. I still need to take social breaks.
Oh yeah, same.
massively,
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I think it was just that really hit home with me, being like, oh, okay, I have to lock myself in the toilet so much and just sit there in silence.
You know, so
just look at
abrupt
the
when it
same.
happens. Mid conversation, I was just drifting off at the comedy fest.
Oh
I
my
just
God,
drifted
the
off.
comedy festival. I was
Someone
like,
was
I'm
asking me
pissed
something, and I
off.
walked off.
She was just standing at the edge,
But
there was a few
also
of us
standing,
talking.
everyone else was sitting down. I was
And
standing with
looking
my back
to
45
everyone.
degrees,
Looking the other way, and I was
what
like,
the fuck is wrong with me?
And I kept trying to include her. And then Abby, I do the podcast with Abby. She's my co-host, and she'd be like looking off into the middle, just this
She's great
scowl
at
on her
talking.
face,
with one finger in one ear like this.
Yeah. Oh,
shielding your eyes.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
It's just
too busy.
Yeah, it's too busy. And when you're having conversations with so many different people, and you're trying to be on and like. So
And
it's like,
remember,
yeah.
remember words like basic.
I panicky.
words.
Like we were going to the nominations the other day, and I just completely. I was in my head. I was expecting to see one woman there, and another woman came up who kind of was a mild similarity, and I was like, "Oh, hey!" And I used the wrong name, introduced her to Abby as the wrong person.
Asked her
Only
about her
realised-
child. She
asked
doesn't
her
even know
about-
she doesn't
Congratulations,
have.
she just had a baby. And then I copped it in the elevator on the way up, and she was already nervous going in. And I was like, "Oh my God, sorry, Maria, it's you." And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like,
Overcompensating in a lift, and I was just there
Oh
like
no, in a lift, you're stuck.
And it was just my head.
I'm
was
sweating
going
thinking
like
about
this.
that.
I know, but I was just honest, and I was
No,
like, "I'm
that's-
so
yeah.
sorry. I know who you are. The last time I saw you was at this event." And
She was too nervous to care. I think.
I'd say
I don't
she was.
think she cared.
Look, Maria, if you're listening, I'm so sorry about that. But like, that's my anxiety as well. I'm an identical twin sister. I am an identical twin sister. Well, I am.
You are.
Yeah.
You're our one
and
part.
So I also have that panic of people saying hi to me, and I'm like, "Do you think I'm Danielle?"
Yes.
And now more and more people are saying hello to me because they know me from the Instagram.
Yes.
And it's like, hi. And then I don't know if they think I'm Danielle, or it's people saying hi. And I'm like, do I know this person? I'm terrible. with
No, I'm the
faces.
same. I'm like, have I actually met you? Have I seen you on a poster? Or do you
Yes.
just know me from the videos?
yeah.
And then you don't want to be a dickhead either and be
Yes,
like,
yeah,
oh, you just
exactly.
know me. And it's just like,
Yeah.
so I just greet everyone like I know them. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the crack? Who the fuck is that?
Sorry, what's your name?
Names I'm awful with. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't introduce people all the time. And then I'll be with someone and be like, I can't remember their fucking name. I know them.
Or just don't
but-
say anything until they say their name,
Yes,
and you're
yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
so bad
yeah,
at that.
yeah.
There's ways out of it. Yeah. So, and then you started writing, but like, did your notions about the comedy stuff start in your journal as something that you wanted to do, and then it came out of the book?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It was something.
That's super cool. I
I'd
love
been
that.
thinking about because I was always doing like speech and drama and stuff growing up and all that, and then I did a degree in theatre in Galway, and more so because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then during that I was like, no, being an artist is too unreliable. I can't do this. No way. So then I worked in publicity in a film company in Dumpling.
In
Dumplings. In dumplings. I was doing PR for dumplings. They're delicious. So I was there for like 3.5 years, and while I was there, one of my friends, one time when we were drunk, we admitted to each other that we wanted to try stand up. And then we booked in to do...
Admitted. Like it's a dirty little
I came
secret.
out of the closet.
Yeah.
I've got something to tell you.
I don't know how everyone's going to take this.
Like, oh
Yeah, I'm really
God,
nervous.
So embarrassing.
I'm so funny. I can't hold it in any
It is
longer.
a kind of a leap, though, isn't it?
It
Like,
is, because
to
you're
go
like
from
being like, I'm funny.
yeah, I'm
Do you
going to
know
make
what I
people
mean?
laugh. I find it. Yeah, it's. I mean,
But you
even
have
just
to, it's a self-perpetuated ego boost that has to come from somewhere.
Yeah. But
We're
it's
all
terrifying.
hilarious.
Do you know?
Calm down,
Like,
we're all
yeah.
hilarious.
Especially in Ireland, like everyone's really funny, and then to
Yeah.
be like, "I'm so funny, I can go on stage,
Make
like,
money from it, yeah.
like it's embarrassing.
It
it's
is hard.
mortifying.
Especially in Ireland, everyone's like notions.
Exactly, you know, and like I had awful confidence issues. Oh my God. And since I gave up the drink, I have been working on them and still am. But did my first gig then in
You had awful. Sorry, what was that?
confidence issues.
Confidence issues.
Yeah. And was using the drink as well to
Yeah.
pretend I had confidence, do you know? And I
Yeah,
didn't really realise that until I gave it up, and I was like, oh no, I have to rebuild, or not even rebuild, but build all of that.
Yeah, from nothing. Yeah.
For nothing. And so then, I did my first gig in the Haypenny Inn in oh my God.
Dumpling.
In Dumpling. In Temple Bar. Yeah.
In Dumpling.
In Dumpling. I did it in a dumpling. And yeah, that was the first gig.
And was it scary?
Terrifying.
How many
Absolutely.
people were there?
Oh God, I don't even know. Like, and
30,
I
50.
maybe like 25, 30,
Yeah, okay.
maybe. And I got a few laughs. And then, but the 2 days before that was a Tuesday. And no, the day before, I was going out with a fella and I was like, I think you're going to break up with me. And he was like, no, I'm not going to break up with you. And 2 days later, he broke up with me.
Oh, fuck.
Did he see you?
And no. But
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
why did you lie? And he was like, I knew that you'd be so upset that you wouldn't do the gig if we broke up. And
I mean, the funnier story there
That's a
would
bit
be
manipulative now,
you
to
think
be
he's gonna
fair.
break up with you because you're on stage and you thought you think his comedy, like you're going to think my comedy's bad, so he broke up with you the day after the gig because your comedy was so bad.
oh, no. Yeah, no. It was just me as a person.
I'm sorry. So I was just I was just laughing heartily at you being
No,
broken up.
it wasn't the stand-up yet, actually. It was just me. It was just me. And it was... But I remember telling that to some older woman before, and she was like, will you have your career... You have him to thank for your comedy career, because
No,
you
that's what I
wouldn't
meant
have done
manipulative.
that gig. And
yeah,
I was
because
like...
he turned it... He said it in a way
Yeah.
that you should be praising him for doing it.
That's what I
because
thought. Yeah.
He left it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Fucking prick.
Yeah, absolute wanker.
Did you meet? Have you ever had a romance with anyone who's watched you on stage? As in, like they've come after
Go
you.
on,
after the
go
gig?
on, give us the juice.
She's nodding. Listeners.
I'm disgustedly nodding. Because I
So
never...
a groupie.
Chuckle
Oh my
fucker.
God.
Yeah.
ChuckleFuckers, that's
Yes,
called.
that's what we call them. Yeah.
ChuckleFucker.
ChuckleFuckers, yeah.
Oh my
I don't,
God, great.
And like, I don't get many of them. So then there was this like half decent fella in the audience, and I can't remember.
Were you all like, hey?
I said something like, his name was Sean. It was in Vancouver, and I was like, do you have any Irish in you? And then I was like, do you want a bit of Irish in you?
It doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. I'll finger your arse.
Because we all know you have a little something up there. A little button.
I love like if you spot someone who's good looking and you're about to segue into the poo bit, and you're like, and then we're going to talk about. And then looking at your hand, periods. No, my boobs. They're amazing.
My non-existent tiny tits. Trying to see them. But, oh, man. So I honestly was just a bit excited then that, like, someone was interested from the audience, because it just never happened. It was always...
What did he come up to you after the gig? Like?
Afterwards then, what happened? I think he actually didn't message me. I saw him about a week later, and then he came up to me. And now...
And then you fingered him.
And then I fingered him in the arse. I didn't even...
Didn't even say nothing.
Didn't even say hello. I just went right up there. Remember me from last week?
I told you it would happen, okay?
Have you a bit of Irish in you?
We locked in and it was done. And then we
Done.
never spoke
It was in the
again.
bar.
Never spoke again.
Just finger in the arse. But I stuck on the finger
I
in the arse.
told you. I'm stuck on it as well. Stop.
She'll keep
Stop.
coming back with it now. as well.
I didn't even kiss the fella, because now my brain was telling me that alarm bells were going off. Something about
Did
his
you think it
energy
wasn't real?
was no. I just thought he was weird, and I should have listened to the voice, because I went on a date with him. Oh, beforehand. When we were organising the date, he said, "I'm so excited," but he spelled excited EX full stop. However, and
red flag.
He
So
broke up
excited.
excited.
No.
No. And at
Do you
that
know what Laura
moment, I'm like,
does?
fuck.
She spells the time out.
What do you mean?
Yeah, my friend James pointed this out.
HALFNINE instead of 9:30. The numbers.
You'd like type. Do I do that?
She typed the
It's not
number.
weird.
Of
It's
the
not weird.
time.
My friend James gave out to me about this as well.
Okay.
He was
I do
"Nah,
that
nah."
sometimes.
He was like,
I was way.
James,
I was just like.
I said to
what?
James, like, I see it 11:30, and I spelled it. And he was like,
HALFELE.
okay, Shakespeare. I was like, what are you talking about?
See, this is it. In Ireland, you can't do anything. Like, literally, like, can't even spell the time.
I was like,
Like,
why are you calling me
fancy
Shakespeare?
pants. I was like, what? Weird that you spelled it out. And she's like, what the fuck? No.
so funny.
Sorry, so he was excited.
He was
to see
excited,
you.
and then when we went on the date, then he
Presented
was
his ass up.
He just put his arse up on the table, right up. Again, didn't say
Abigail.
hello. Didn't even get the boy's name. Straight up his arse.
Okay, stop it.
Sorry.
It's your fault. It's your fault. You shouldn't have been sitting beside each other. We should have
This is
separated
like in
you.
school.
Yeah,
When it was like,
so
stop it. I'm like,
the
oh,
person
You
I'm
went
not
on.
allowed to
So
sit
you
beside.
went on
went
the
on the
date.
date, and he kept quoting stuff from
no.
my podcast and my Instagram. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he was
God.
like, I see that you like camping from your Instagram. I was like, okay, that's weird. And he was like, oh, and then on this episode, and the episode had literally just come out, and I was like, No. And then he just kept being like, he was like, oh yeah, we're going to, for our second date, we're going to do this. And I was like, oh man, there's not even going to be a second date. Like, yeah. So then I made a rule, no audience members. But then I was on Hinge, and then this guy who I thought was a catfish, he was so good looking, like conventionally good looking. He was like, I saw you at a show. And I was like, oh yeah, go on, let's see if this is actually real. So I met up with him. He was real.
Was he sound?
He was a gobshite. Oh my God. He was an actor, and he was an American actor, and like I don't think he'd ever had a woman
Irish
not
Colleen.
yeah. And I gave it to him, like you
gave it to him as in,
and I did actually stick my finger up it.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre- and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
so you did give it to him.
I know when I tell this story, and I'm like, he was an absolute gobshite, and then like my friends are always like,
things
and what
happen.
happened? I'm like, but I still wrote him, like, you know what I mean? You know, come on.
Well done, Amy. That's great.
Was he
You
like,
get yours.
was he glorifying you too much, and was it too much for an Irish person to take coming from an American man, or was it like that kind of situation?
He was just way too confident in himself, to the point like he was obnoxious. Like he was like bragging about these like.
Has he been in anything?
He was in like, so this is the thing, right? He was bragging about being in these like Netflix shows, which was like, they were like Virgin River. And,
I loved
something-
that.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
It's a
my
real,
mum watches
it's a real chicken broth for the soul.
Oh,
one of those with
bad
horses
Irish
and
accents.
stuff.
No, it's American.
Yeah,
right,
filmed
okay.
in Canada.
What was he
Yeah.
in that?
I don't know.
Oh,
random
really want to know
random
who he
pool
is.
man or something.
Okay.
Basket holder number 2.
Good looking man at the mechanics. And like he was in Heartlands or something, and like
Okay.
he kept like quoting all of these like actors and stuff. And I was like, come here, man. I was like, I'm not actually very impressed with this, but I'll tell you someone who is, my mother, because she watches all of these shows.
Do you want her to stick her finger
give her-
up your bum?
Yeah, I can offer her finger.
Give me my mother's finger. And he did say, what did he say? Oh, fuck. He said something about like, just my personality being like not a lot, but it was basically like he wasn't used to girls not being like, oh, you're
So
amazing.
you put it back on
Oh,
you.
my God.
You're
what a
feisty. It was like something
fucking
like that. I was like,
narcissist,
whatever.
like condescending fucking bull.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
my
not
God, I
acting
hate
like a
men.
woman.
Ex-
Like
yeah.
for every lady
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Could you stop swearing, please? And stop spitting on the ground. Get your finger out of my arse.
I didn't say yes yet.
He was one of those men. He was just like, it was just smooth everywhere. Like it was. It was
Even the sack?
Yeah,
Smooth?
everything,
Oh, weird.
everything. Yeah, and then the next day,
A lot of Americans.
Yeah,
Really?
completely just
Yeah.
soft.
No.
And I was like, this is not my, but I still did it. But, and then it was a good ride, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the next day I was like, fuck it, I'll make breakfast. And my housemate had just gotten his wisdom teeth removed, and the teeth were in a little box on the coffee table. And your man was like, what are those? And I was just like, they're my housemate's teeth.
What are those?
Because he goes, can you remove those while we eat breakfast? And I was just like,
chill out.
yeah. And my housemate had those like things that you have in your Crocs that stick
giblets.
out, giblets.
Oh, yeah.
But his girlfriend had got him giblet toes, so toes that stick out. They are
toes
weird,
and
I
teeth
did
on the-
hate them.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah, no,
But
I'd hate
he had a weird thing about the toes too, which fair enough. But then afterwards, he was like messaging me, and I was actually trying to get him to come to. I had a dog-friendly comedy show. I was trying to get him to come to that because bums on seats need tickets.
Yeah.
And he made some mention about me being an immigrant. and making me come 2.5 times. 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, I know.
So specific.
2.5.
What was the half?
To you?
A mini one.
A gasp.
Yeah.
Fucking
and was
idiot.
some condescending
I hate
thing
this
about being
guy.
an immigrant. Yeah, I was a cunt. And then I said, yeah, and like an immigrant, like a good immigrant, I had to work hard for it, and then never heard from him again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a
Sorry,
fucking
so he
prick.
referenced you orgasming 2.5 times.
Yeah.
In a breaky up way, in a derisive manner? Like?
No, it was like him trying to be like
Big himself
sexy.
up.
Yeah. Being like, I made you come 2.5 times.
Lads, if you see this lad on the show, he's a wanker. Okay, next.
Oh my God,
Very
2.5. It's a random.
Yes,
yeah.
he's fucking
I know.
idiot.
2.5.
You
like.
should be ashamed of yourself for that half.
You're going to round that down, like.
Yeah,
You can't be rounding
There's
orgasms.
no such thing as
or-
half.
Yeah.
Or just if you're trying to big yourself up, go big or go
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
What's
exactly.
the half mark
Yeah.
for?
But
17.
Sap.
You were probably
2.5.
blacked out. You probably didn't remember. So he could have just said that you weren't drinking them, were you?
No, I was.
Oh, yeah, you were blacked out. He could have been like 50 times last night.
well,
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was unreal.
So picking the groupies out.
Yes, yeah.
fucking amazing.
ChuckleFuckers.
Since then, I said
ChuckleFuckers.
no. But then, I don't know, my
Do
friend...
you still use jokes that were in your very first show or variants of?
My first set was about my granny, and I still do tell stories here and then about her.
What do you say about her?
Oh, she was a dirty yolk. So I just repeat things that she said,
Amazing.
and I was afraid to tell her at first because she's the kind of woman, was the kind of woman, R.I.P., that she could either be delighted by that or absolutely disgusted.
So you never knew.
But
Where
I
you
wasn't
could go.
sure, should I say
What were the parameters here?
initially. But then
Could you say
someone...
finger up the bum?
not in context of her. I wouldn't. No, Jesus.
No, I'm getting it. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Kind of lock in.
Yeah.
See kind of woman she was.
She did. She said to me, "Oh my God, she would always ask me, video calling. She'd always ask me, any man? Have you found a man yet?" And then one time I went on 2 dates with this Peruvian fella, and I told her, and then she was like, "Oh, that's great. Now we'll have a bit of colour in the family."
That was my grandmother was like that as well. We had. She was
It's
appalling.
so weird. Isn't
Initially,
it?
I was like, but it's positive, so
Yeah.
And she was always making dirty jokes and telling me dirty jokes on the phone,
Legend.
and then going, "You bring out the worst in me," and I was like, "It's not me."
It's not me.
Initiating
I haven't
these
said
dirty
anything,
jokes.
Granny.
Yeah, you're telling me all these
my
sausage
granny
jokes.
was appalling. Like.
Gas. So you've used jokes and you throughout your comedy sketches now.
I still would randomly pepper that in, of like
and how
jokes
does
about
it
her.
translate in Canada? Like, do you know that you're guaranteed a shit ton of Irish people?
In the audience?
Yeah.
No, sometimes they'd be there and then sometimes not. Like, actually, one time there was a boy in the audience that my mom had taught in baby infants.
Oh,
And I'd
cute.
shifted his brother when I was 15. So I went up on
God, you're
stage
so
and I was
15.
like, oh.
I was like, cut this bit out. Well, note to the editor.
That's underage. Whoops.
Yes,
Racist grannies and
I'm
underage.
17.
I was just doing what the men do.
Yeah.
No. No, I wasn't.
Oh, we have the
Yeah,
sound
we have the
effect.
sound effect.
But yeah, no, I had a bunch of stuff about my dad and just like being an Irish dad or whatever, that I was trying to do in Canada when I first got there, and I had to stop doing it because they were appalled. They like
Really?
that they thought that like I was abused, but he's
Okay,
just
yeah, just
like
an
an
Irish
angry
Irish
Irish
dad.
father.
Yeah.
So I had to
Wow.
just,
Oh my God.
yeah, because I could see their faces being like, "Oh my God, this girl."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, that's
Are you
That's
doing
really
stand-up
interesting.
in Barcelona?
yes, yeah,
And
yeah."
in English, or are you speaking Spanish?
In English, yeah.
Okay,
There's
okay.
like there's a comedy club, the Comedy Club House, and they have 2 venues, and there's shows there every night of the week. And the audiences are class, like they're so.
It's
good.
amazing.
Yeah, it's unreal. I did not expect it at all. Like I had no idea. So
cool.
because there's so many English-speaking immigrants there. So
Right, yeah. So that's what you're
so
doing.
You got a Mod Podge, a nice mix of an audience.
yes,
Super cool.
from all over.
It's a
the
really good
place.
opportunity.
Yeah,
then.
it is because like. In Canada, well, in Vancouver especially, like their arses are a bit tight, to be honest.
I thought that. I lived
Yeah.
there for
Did
just
you?
under a year. Yeah,
In
no,
Vancouver?
years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago.
Hard to get the finger in.
Yeah, essentially.
I had to go to the American.
But I found I'd be sitting, talking, and I'd open up and be like,
they're like, "Ooh."
overshare, and they'd be like, right, and then they just say nothing about themselves. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I
Yeah.
found just like kind of a generally.
Reciprocity.
I want to say boring, but I feel like that's a mean word. Like they were nice, but just Just
too nice.
There's a bit of a
what? Guarded,
That's
guarded. Thanks,
guarded
Shane,
is a great,
and I mean, which is strange because my uncle's Canadian and he's
where's he
not
from
like that
in
at
Canada?
All. Well, he was born. They were born. Him and my mum were born in Canada, but then they moved back to Ireland, and then he moved back to Canada when he was like 17 or 18.
Whereabouts?
Just outside Vancouver,
okay,
so Lackner. So I lived in Vancouver, up in Kitts.
Up in Kitts, County Kitts. I was over in East Van.
Oh no, that was cool.
Bit of character. It smelled bad, but
it was.
no.
When I was there 20 years ago. It was very scary. 20 years
in
ago.
East Van.
Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah, it's kind of gentrified now. Yeah,
it's all like cartoon hobos, kind of like like they go like, oh, it's descended to Jesus, that kind of like they'd be running around with, kind of scary. That sounds derogatory.
Wheeling a trolley with a buggy in it.
100%, 100%.
Wearing a flip flop on a rollerblade.
There was a guy going round
like the movie.
There was a guy going round on a trolley led by huskies, and he had like 3 huskies bringing him around, and that kind of stuff.
Oh, there was a fella who used to have
Husky Joe.
He actually did have huskies.
It was him,
It was the
I'd
same
say.
fella.
Same fella.
He used to put goggles on
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, gas.
Yeah.
And then Kitts has now been invaded by Irish people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They are everywhere.
And you feel like at home there.
Yes, but sometimes you're like, oh, I would love a bit of a
novelty. You want to be a novelty as well.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah,
There's more variety and more melting pot in Barcelona then.
100%.
Where you are currently.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. More Latinos.
Yeah.
Loose arseholes.
Oh, I was waiting for it to happen. So what's up next for you, Amy? No,
She's
we're
like,
still on it.
no, we can't go back to the arsehole.
No, I'm tired of it now. I'm tired of it.
It's something that gets stuck in
It's
my
just
brain.
stuck there. Yeah,
you just got to
the
use
arses
it
are
until it's
stuck.
gone.
I know, it's absolutely fine. I'm fine with it because I'm not a prude.
You're not a prude.
No,
you love the arsehole talk.
It's
I'm
it's
squeezing it out of her. Come on. Sorry.
That sounds worse than it.
Do you like a bit of arse stuff? I know your brother's in the room. So
No, I don't. My brother's in the room. No, I actually don't. No, I don't. I actually don't.
Me neither.
It's
don't.
Pooing. But we know what your preferences are, so you don't even need to ask.
So if anyone,
I never said anything about a fiddler in my house.
if any hot Italians out there,
yeah, you know
been
where
with
to
an
look.
Italian,
Italian,
Have you?
not that you know of.
Italian.
That's true. Yeah, Jesus, Italian. Yeah. Have you ever been with an Italian?
No.
Oh, I can tell. There was a
maybe
very funny story about an Italian that I have. But go on. You were going to say something.
No, I don't know.
Just that we were away skiing. We were 16, and you could drink in Italy. And my brothers, so Shane and Andy, came with us skiing. And Andy's 9 years older than me, so he's 26. I think I might have told this story before, but we were in the nightclub. And there was one Italian guy who was kind of good looking, and I was like, ooh, and I wanted to kiss him, and he was kind of following me around. But then all of a sudden, my large, bald, drunk brother jumped out from behind a pillar and was like, dancing at him, and then I
Don't fucking
dancing
touch
at him,
her.
like really bad dancer as well. And then we were leaving the nightclub, and I kind of smacked the gob on your man to try and get a kiss, and he was like, he kind of backed off. He's like, no, looks really frightened. I said, we were leaving the club. I said, Andy, what the fuck did you say to your man? And he was like, I said, do you understand muerto? And I was like, you
Shit
asshole,
himself.
like, yeah. So yeah, that was my time.
So you
being
didn't get the
Italian.
shift?
She
Yeah, I
did.
You
tried.
licked his face.
She did, but
Yeah.
he was terrified, so he
Yeah.
didn't touch her again.
It wasn't satisfying.
You wouldn't have got the second shift.
So funny. Oh my God.
So what's up next for you?
What's
Yeah.
up next? Yeah, I'm getting locked in now with the writing with stand up and
Yes,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so I have an idea for a show I want to do. Oh, talking about I tried to kill myself before I gave up drink, so it's a bit about that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yes.
So making that gas.
Make that funny.
Interesting.
You know?
So that's similar to me
Oh,
now.
really?
My journey.
Okay, yeah.
So okay, because we can make it funny. Okay, I'll be asking you for
100%.
notes.
Yes, no, I think so. I mean, I haven't properly done it yet, but I think we can.
Clearly.
Is it on the cusp? Is it on the
yes.
cusp of funniness? It's on like breaking the fourth wall, whatever you
yeah,
say.
yeah. Because I think that like a lot of people have been through that, you know.
But you're allowed to
either-
laugh about it. You've got
Exactly.
this freedom to do whatever
Yeah.
you want with it.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think,
personal experience.
and I taught myself and Abby doing the podcast a lot. It's like a black comedy because we talk about really serious stuff in the podcast, obviously, but then there is kind of this black comedy. When I was in St. Pat's, obviously I'm surrounded by people. I don't know if you've had an experience in a psychiatric unit, but like it's black comedy. Everyone laughs, everyone jokes, everyone slags each other. You've got, oh, here comes Mary again. You know, this kind of stuff. And there's definitely material in that. And I think I need to probably have a little bit of a time. I'd say you're 2.5 years out, so you probably have time. So how are you going to deal with that? Like, is it kind of, what's the fun? Where do you find the funny parts? I don't want you to blow your load ahead of.
Oh, don't
telling
do
everyone,
that.
You know,
It's
but-
rude.
Blow your load here.
Coming
live
out of
on the
Laura's
podcast.
mouth.
Jesus
Prude.
Christ.
You know, but I don't want you to give away your goal. But like, how are you going to approach that? Because it's going to be hard, right? Talking about
100%. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it a bit on stage already.
Okay.
And I like I did an hour, and it was the first time I properly got a laugh around the whole bit about trying to kill myself.
Oh,
because
cool.
sometimes there's pockets of people just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then, but I have a way of like breaking them after I talk about it, especially when it goes a bit tight.
Okay.
Where I go like, basically, I'm like, oh no, I feel like I've made it a bit dark in here.
Yeah.
Let's lighten it up. Make some noise if you've ever tried to kill yourself. And I'm like, and like sometimes people have been like, yes.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God,
like,
wow.
oh, there you go. And like people have come up to me afterwards, like, and just like laughed with me about them also have, like, because I'm like, I do this bit about like just laughing about how we fucked it up. Like,
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can't even fucking do that right.
Yeah, I know.
And,
there is that bit.
Yeah,
It's
like,
it's
oh Jesus.
So, well, I obviously didn't succeed. I'm here talking to you.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and like spoiler alert, it didn't happen. Like you know, because I remember there was these women and they were like horrified, and I was just like, it didn't work. Like I'm right here.
I'm here.
But the whole like the name I have for the show is I'm glad I didn't kill myself, because like there's been like these random moments when I'm just like, I was literally cycling down a road with no hands, dancing in Vancouver, like in this beautiful
with
avenue
no hands.
with like no hands on the
time when you had no hands.
Cycling. Okay, right. I know what you mean. Sorry.
prosthetics.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Technology. These
You
days
had
is nuts.
no hands.
Prosthetics.
No hands.
So when you put the finger up the bum, was it a prosthetic hand? Sorry. Okay.
Lots of hand up the arse. I see what happened. The very tight arse, the whole hand. Oh God.
I think they're called that fisting.
So you were singing, you were cycling along, singing.
Cycling and dancing, and then my brain just went, I'm so glad I didn't kill myself. I didn't even know I couldn't cycle with no hands before that. And it's just a random moment, but like there has been those moments throughout, like since it happened, and I feel like it was a massive wake up call, because like people are like, and was it because of that you gave up the drink? And I was like, no, actually, I didn't even tell anybody. It happened for 3 months after, because I was in denial about it. I was like, that didn't happen. I swear, no way. I dreamt that, and then I found like pills that I had dropped underneath the bed, and I was like, oh no, it did happen. So then I left them.
So you had a like a lucid
drunken
memory.
attempt.
Yeah. I remember doing it.
So you weren't. Oh,
I remember doing it.
And then you admitted to yourself that he did remember, rather than it being a lucid dream.
I was trying to convince myself it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You
I
was
was
drunk
drunk
at the time.
I was lost.
Jeez.
And was just like really in a mad, bad spiral. Like I hadn't gone out. I drank a load. It was over Christmas. I drank a load. Hadn't got out of the bed for like 2 days. Then went to my friends for dinner. Drank more, and then went back to my house and was just like in a complete spiral. And I was just like, oh fuck. And then tried to do it. I googled how many painkillers it takes to kill yourself, and Google gave me the emergency lines
and proof in your search history as well.
Yes,
so
that's
this
actually a good.
Fuck.
Jesus, I didn't even think
what did you
about
say?
that.
Proof in your search history.
Yes.
Of the shit that you needed to refer to.
I need to.
I have to
look
say,
back
I know exactly, because I've done it, and, and I know exactly. It comes up with like Samaritans and blah 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 blah. And you're like,
I'll use being next.
Fuck these sponsored ad posts.
Fuck off,
Get to the good stuff.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre- and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
But I think that's really, really important, Amy, that you're doing that, because I think what we've touched on is like how to get to those dark moments through laughter, and what comes to me on social a lot through my followers is like with the midwife stuff is the trauma bonding that we can do, and actually probably one of the only ways a lot of women can do this and people talk about those really dark things is through laughter.
Yes.
Now maybe not for everyone, maybe it's not to everyone's taste, but fuck off if it's not your taste, you don't need to listen.
Exactly.
But I think that's really powerful that you're doing it. You're not making light of it, actually. You're healing with that.
Yes, that's actually a good point, because there was a friend of mine and she had a conversation with her friend whose father killed himself, and they were chatting about like, can you talk about like laugh about or make jokes about suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, it's my experience, so
Yes.
I want
Yeah,
to
of course,
do it
of course.
through this
Yeah, yeah.
medium because I don't think that I would listen to like someone standing up there being like doing it like just coming like, oh, this is what I did and like to do it straight. I'd be like, oh, fuck off. Where if I'd go through the like laughter and like also the reflection of like what the journey that I've been on since then as well. And, do you know what I mean?
It's this kind of message of hope. And
yes,
I
exactly.
I'm still on that, and I've posted a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when it was like in April, and I was like, this time last year, I was celebrating my 40th in a psychiatric hospital in, you know, dire straits, thinking I was never going to have a life again. You know, I wanted to die this time last year.
Yeah.
And I said, and this year we flew over to London to interview Dawn French on our own comedy podcast. This is fucking huge.
Wow.
So this is like life, you know, and it's amazing. So I'm really
like
open about
cycling the
talking
bike with
about
no
that
arms.
cycling the bike with no arms. It's like I can
None
I'm
at all.
so glad,
None whatsoever.
I'm so glad that this didn't happen. I think it's really important. It's amazing that you're doing it, and I can't wait. I'm definitely going to buy tickets to it.
Thank
Are you going to do it in
yes.
Ireland?
Yeah. That's the plan now.
Ireland first.
I have a hopefully now. Well, I'm going to do it in Barcelona Fringe in November because I have all these pieces together, and then I did an hour, and I was like, that wasn't called that, and then I was like, okay, no, I just need to do it like this, and yeah, it's a work.
Maybe we should go to November for a couple of nights.
Yes,
go to Barcelona in November.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You host us?
I'll take
Well,
the camper van.
No, I'm not doing
Could you
that.
drive?
I'm not staying in a camper van with you for 2 nights.
You go in. You get into Santander and just drive.
All the way down. Oh yeah. I'm doing my dog friendly comedy show as well.
Oh my
in
God,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So-
No.
Okay, whatever.
Fly down. Fly. Come on. Yeah. It'll be a bit of crack.
Okay,
yeah.
separate.
So
Yeah.
5 days in advance.
Yeah.
It's a long holiday for myself.
Yeah.
dead
Bring my
right.
dogs.
Okay, well that's incredible. And just to go back to the unaliving that they say on the internet now, the suicide stuff. Obviously, that is a triggering topic, and we will put numbers down the bottom if anyone wants to talk about it. We're lots of people to talk to about it, by the way. Just we're not experts. But I think it's important that you are sharing your journey on it. You are making light of it for you, for a healing purpose.
And for other people to discover the lightheartedness within it.
Yes, but you're not telling people suicide's funny. And
No,
you know,
exactly.
it's your own
No,
experience,
no,
and it's absolutely, and I completely agree. So
Yeah.
it was so good talking to you.
Oh, thank you so
absolutely
much for
amazing
having me
talking
on.
to
This
you.
is
Yeah.
class.
We're going to see you in November.
What a buzz. Yeah. Barcelona. This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.